New Buddha Way Dharma Talks. Geoff Hunt presents a talk on some aspect of the Buddha's teaching.
Many people think that the Buddha was only really interested in sitting under a tree meditating. So meditation is what he was all about. This is not right, however. Everything that he was about has the taste of salt, as he put it in his own words, the taste of salt. That is, all his teaching and all his life are about liberation from abiding dissatisfaction and the craving that causes it. This liberation is about the whole of one's life and the whole of our lives together. We do not understand what we are, so we do not behave in accordance with what we are. So we do not practice a way that would help us to understand what we are. So we do not understand what we are. And so it goes on. It's a vicious circle. The whole of human life is caught up in this fantasy land vicious circle. It would be immediately appealing to many if meditation were another quick fix. But it does not really work unless it is part of a wider reorientation. Our ignorance, our lack of compassion for ourselves and each other, and our unawareness and uncontrolled minds are all stitched together in one fabric. What binds this process of endarkenment, or growing darkness, is my sense of self, a self which attaches, craves, and clings. It takes hold, holds on tightly, and craves for more. This is not about being selfish, for even those who are not selfish in the usual judgmental sense will cling to a sense of self. Now this is not a bad thing, but just how things are. The centrifugal force of this endarkenment is my sense of being a separate, independent self that wants to be more, wants to be secure, wants to live, wants more of everything, wants to protect itself. Thus our moving towards understanding, towards ethical living, towards awareness and measured minds are also of one piece. What unites that inward, centripetal movement of awakening is the letting go of I, me, mine. Not you, not yours, not theirs. My point now is that the Dharma is as much about ethics as it is about meditation, and as much about deep understanding, or a spiritual sense, as it is about ethics. The sense of being myself that needs to be protected and built up manifests itself in my constantly attaching to the things that can apparently serve those two purposes. At the same time, I am constantly excluding or rejecting anything that apparently hinders or threatens or undermines those things that I am clinging to. So this pride is my clinging to my sense of I and me and all those things that make me what I am in my own eyes. My name, my gender, my class, my race, my achievements, my role in society, my losses, my disappointments, my aspirations, my resentment, my rejecting, and so on. Supporting this sense is all that I have or possess is mine. My body, my clothes, my home, my personal belongings, my partner, my family, my friends, my reputation, my country, my nation, my culture, my money, my qualifications, and my connections with powers that be, my reputation, yes. When the sense of I, me, mine is threatened, or apparently threatened, there will be a reaction, such as indignation, anger, humiliation, and then comes blame and hatred, and then comes violence. This sense is expressed in all that we say, do, and relate to, in short, to all that we take ourselves to be. Most importantly, peace is possible, but we first have to understand what we are so we can move on.
New Buddha Way lets go of East and West and starts afresh in the life we have now. For more information, visit www.newbuddhaway.org.